Welcome back to the Dean's List. I'm your host, your Dean of Students, and your very best friend, Mr. Walters. I'm so excited that you're joining me today as we kick off Black History Month. Black History Month is a time to celebrate the achievements and contributions of African Americans throughout history. It's a chance for us to learn about and celebrate the lives and remarkable accomplishments of Black leaders. Today, we're going to learn about an incredible woman who played a vital role in the civil rights movement alongside her husband, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Let's learn about Coretta Scott King. We will be reading from this book, Young, Gifted, and Black 2, words by Jamia Wilson and illustrated by Andrea Pippins. Let's read. Coretta Scott King was an American civil rights leader who devoted her life to racial equality, gender justice, and world peace. Coretta was born in rural Alabama and raised on the family farm. The great-granddaughter of a formerly enslaved person, Coretta was the third of 4 children in a family with African American, Irish, and indigenous ancestors. Due to laws that separated people based on their race in the American South, Coretta saw and experienced racial injustice early in life. She attended a segregated school, which she had to walk miles to get to, while buses took local white children to a different school. Seeing these injustices made her want to combat racism, and in college, she became involved in civil rights activism. After college, Coretta, a gifted singer, enrolled at the New England Conservatory of Music in Boston, Massachusetts, where she met and fell in love with American civil rights hero Martin Luther King Jr. Coretta and Martin married in 1953 and went on to have 4 children. Coretta and Martin shared the same goals and beliefs and campaigned together for change, social justice, and peace until Martin was killed in 1968. Only 3 weeks after her husband's assassination, Coretta addressed a crowd of thousands in New York City with an anti-war speech found in Martin's pocket on the day of his death. Coretta ensured Martin's work, words, and dreams for a better world would not be forgotten, and she successfully campaigned to make Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 16th, a national holiday in the United States. Coretta also continued to champion causes she believed in. She protested apartheid in South Africa, actively opposed the death penalty, and in 1983, she fought to amend America's Civil Rights Act to include LGBTQ+ people. Up until her death at 78, Coretta never stopped calling for peace and nonviolence. Coretta Scott King's story is one of courage, resilience, and determination. If you want to learn more about her life and legacy, be sure to check out these 2 books in our Ponderosa library. Coretta's Journey, The Life and Times of Coretta Scott King by Faye Duncan with illustrations by R. Gregory Christie. And Coretta, The Autobiography of Mrs. Coretta Scott King, written by Coretta Scott King with the Reverend Dr. Barbara Reynolds and illustrated by Ekua Holmes. You might also notice that we have many books in our library that have received a Coretta Scott King Award. This award is a special recognition for books created by talented Black authors and illustrators. It highlights their exceptional abilities to tell stories that teach us about Black history and culture. Thanks again for joining me today on the Dean's List. I've been your host, your Dean of Students, and your very best friend, Mr. Walters, and I'll see you next time on the Dean's List.
Mr. Walters, we need to go to the lunchroom.
I'm busy reading.
You have to go to recess.
I haven't finished my book yet. Where are we going now?
It's time to go clean your office.